housing. I would like to thank both Premier Ford and Minister Clark for expressing their confidence in me taking on this new role. And thank you to Sam and Remo of Daniels Corporation for hosting us as well this morning. I look forward to supporting our government's initiatives to help deliver on our commitment to help build 1.5 million homes in Ontario by 2031, which is why I'm so pleased to be here with my colleagues to support our government's plan to protect home buyers. The Minister of Public and Business Service Delivery, the Honourable Kaleed Rasheed, and the Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing, the Honourable Steve Clark. It's no secret that Ontario is facing a housing supply crisis. Our government has been working tirelessly to deliver the policies and programs that ensure owning a home is in reach for everyone across the province. We have been working with all levels of government, including the private sector as well, so we can introduce measures that will form a solid foundation to building new homes in both rural and urban communities in Ontario. And we're here today with some great news for both first-time home buyers and purchasers of newly built houses and condos. And with that, I'd like to invite Minister Rasheed to the podium to share more on these initiatives. Minister?
Thank you. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm thrilled to join all of you this morning with my colleagues, Minister Clark, and of course, Associate Minister Tangri. Before I go on, I want to acknowledge former Associate Minister Parsa, who recently became the Minister of Children, Community and Social Services, for his dedication and help in getting more homes built across our province. I have full confidence that both Minister Clark and Associate Minister Tangri will continue to build on this important work and help us deliver our promise of building 1.5 million additional new homes for Ontarians. I would also like to offer special thanks to Mr. Tassoni and Mr. Agostino from the Daniels Corporation for welcoming us at this new housing site at 130 River Street, right in the heart of a blooming downtown Toronto community, and a place many Ontarians will soon call home. All across our great province, hardworking Ontarians are eager to find the right place to call home. It is not easy finding a place that meets your needs and your budget. That is exactly why we need to keep helping Ontarians make their dream of home ownership a reality, help foster their confidence so that they can make the biggest purchase of their life without fear. And with every tool at our disposal, help them make strong and informed choices when looking to make Ontario their forever home. For these reasons and more, our government is tackling Ontario's housing supply crisis head-on with introducing new measures that further protect Ontarians. Today, I'm pleased to announce that we will be consulting with consumer groups, the public, and the home building sector on a cooling off period on purchases of new freehold homes. This means giving home buyers more time to review their purchase agreement and understand the details associated with their purchase. At the same time, our consultation will help us explore how we can continue to improve consumers' understanding of their contracts and rights through mandatory legal reviews of all agreements of purchase and sale for both new and pre-construction homes alike. This would empower home buyers to shop with confidence and give them peace of mind that they are making the choice that is right for them and their family. These measures are part of our government's broader strategy to build the homes that Ontarians need and to better protect the people who are looking to buy them. And I have full confidence in our incredible team as we continue to work together to deliver on Premier Ford's mission to lead our communities out of this housing crisis and into a prosperous future. I will now turn over the podium to my amazing colleague, Honorable Steve Clark, who will share some more details about how our government is also expanding deposit insurance for first home savings accounts held at Ontario credit unions. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here today. Minister, over to you.
Thanks so much. Thanks, buddy. Just put this here. Thanks, Minister Rasheed. I want to start by welcoming Associate Minister Tangri to her new role. Minister Tangri, I know how committed you are to the work we're doing to tackle the housing supply crisis and help more Ontarians find a home that meets their needs and their budget. And I'm looking forward to the contributions that you'll be making in our ministry in your new role. I'm pleased to be here with my cabinet colleagues and present the second part of today's announcement on behalf of our Finance Minister, the Honourable Peter Bethlenfalvy. I know he would have liked to be here in person, and I'm appreciative of the strong support he and his ministry has provided as we work to tackle the housing supply crisis. That includes last week's budget announcement of an additional $202 million annually for homelessness prevention, including $48 million for the City of Toronto. In fact, just this morning, I had the chance to meet with Deputy Mayor McKelvey and talk about how that additional funding will be put to good use, providing supportive housing for vulnerable residents. Because we understand that tackling the housing supply crisis means addressing the wide range of housing needs that exist across Ontario. And that brings me to today's announcement. The federal government has recently confirmed its new First Home Savings Account for Canadians. This savings account will offer prospective first-time home buyers tax benefits to save up to $40,000 tax-free. Today, I'm pleased to announce on behalf of Minister Bethlenfalvy that our government will propose changes so that those who bank with Ontario credit unions or Caisse Populaire can benefit from the same deposit insurance protection with the First Home Savings Account as they do with other registered accounts. Ontario's credit unions are an important resource for so many Ontarians, particularly those living in rural areas without easy access to a bank. This announcement will provide those Ontarians with the security and confidence as they take advantage of this new policy, and our government is pleased to provide the support. When it comes to saving for something as large as your first home, whether you're banking with a credit union, Caisse Populaire Bank, or other financial institution, Ontarians deserve the confidence that their hard-earned savings will be protected. Our government will continue to help more families and workers realize their dream of home ownership here in Ontario. Today's announcement is a good example of the comprehensive approach our government is taking to tackle the housing supply crisis. We recognize that the best and most lasting solution is to get more shovels in the ground right across this province, so that Ontarians have the supply and options to find a home that's right for them. But our government also recognizes the need to ensure Ontarians have the proper protections in place as they search for that home. Taking steps to help new home buyers, especially first-time home buyers, as we have outlined here today, is critical to ensuring Ontarians find a home that's right for them. Our first Housing Supply Action Plan, More Homes, More Choice, cut red tape to make it easier to build the right types of homes in the right places. Our second action plan, More Homes for Everyone, built upon our first plan to further streamline development approvals and better protect home buyers. And our third action plan was unveiled just last fall. More Homes Built Faster included bold actions that further reduce the costs and delays associated with the red tape around building housing, promoted greater density near transit, and did more to protect home buyers. We can see the growing and positive impact of these changes. And the changes we're speaking of today, we know it will take time for their impact to be fully felt. That's why, as we promised, we will continue to move forward with housing supply action plans every year of our government's current mandate, because we know more action is needed to ensure we reach the goal of building 1.5 million homes by 2031. I look forward to saying more about these policies in the coming weeks, But we will continue to work across government, as well with our municipal partners, the private sector, the federal government, so that we can put the best ideas into action to ensure that more Ontarians can find a home that they can actually afford. Thanks everybody for coming. I want to thank the Daniels Corporation for the great work that they do. It's a beautiful building. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ministers. At this time, we'll take some questions. Just a reminder to the media, we have time for one question, one follow-up.
Steve, the province is auditing Toronto around these developments. When are those audits actually going to start?
Well, it's great you asked. The meeting we had with Mayor McKelvey this morning, the deputy mayor indicated that the terms of reference for the audit is on the agenda today, so we're hopeful and optimistic that council will pass the terms of reference, and then we can move forward. So that'll be the first audit.
There's a gap. Is the province willing to fill in that gap?
Well, today, as you know, we provided on March 31st today the $235 million that Toronto had asked for and we promised. So Mayor McKelvey was very appreciative of the support that Premier Ford and our government has done. We're going to continue to talk, and part of the audit is to better understand the finances that the city has moving forward, their development charge regime, their reserves. So we're, again, very hopeful and optimistic. Great conversation with Deputy Mayor McKelvey today, and we'll continue that conversation after Council approves the terms of reference.
But you're hopeful. Are you also willing to fill in those gaps if there should be one?
Well, the letter that I sent to former Mayor Tory indicated that that's the government's intent. First, to learn more about the finances, and second, to work collaboratively to ensure that the gaps that the city outlines are dealt with appropriately. So that's certainly the goal.
Unfortunately, we're all out of time at this time, but thank you so much, everyone, for coming.
Yeah. So we sent them a letter. I think the letter's clear, indicating what the government's intent in terms of the fiscal gap. We don't know what that is. That's the whole point of doing the audit. So that's the path forward. Audit first.
Thank you so much, ministers. Appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for coming today.
No worries.